any social media platform, then you're probably well aware of the that girl trend and aesthetic. And for those of you who don't know, that girl tends to always seemingly have her life together. She's incredibly hydrated, she eats well, she has a great work-life balance, she works out, and she most definitely wakes up early every single morning and writes in her gratitude journal. So for me, I decided to take this concept that definitely is all of the rage for those that are in their early 20s and even their late teens, and I've decided to apply it to my life, a mom, an entrepreneur who's in my late 30s, and I wanted to bring this concept to all of you in my video today. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Jessica, and here on my channel, we focus on all things mom life. However, everything we do here in my space does have a bit of a healthy twist, as I'm a holistic nutritionist and a nutritional practitioner. When I first thought of the idea to bring this video to you guys, it was in late December, and I kind of sat down. I thought about all of the ways I could become that girl in the upcoming new year, which of course we are in now. So I kind of jotted down a list, and I really wanted to sit through and think through these things over the coming months and the ways that I really wanted to refine and become that girl in my late 30s as that entrepreneur, working mom, and the ways that definitely made sense for this to apply to my lifestyle. So I came up with this list, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys today. And I definitely think that I'm probably going to pull out quite a few of these ideas and make full long form videos on these topics, because I think that they're really going to resonate with you. So the first thing that I'm doing to become that girl for the rest of the year in 2022 is to walk outside 5 to 6 days a week, first thing in the morning. And as I mentioned, it is February when I'm sitting down to film this video. I'm looking at the window behind me, and we have 4 inches of snow. It is probably the coldest month of the year here in Michigan. But that, my friends, right there is the reason I am really focused on this. So hear me out before you click out of this video. I noticed at the end of November, all through December, and really into January, that on school mornings when I would get out and walk around into the bus stop, my mental sharpness and my alertness was so much better. Think of the Wim Hof ice shower, cold shower concept. That's exactly what I've been taking from these school mornings when I'm getting outside. First thing is before 8 a.m. It's 7:40 in the morning. I'm going outside, and it's been 2 degrees, 3 degrees, 5 degrees, many mornings. And we get out, and I briskly walk around into the bus stop. I notice my cognition is so much better. I am wide awake. There's no caffeine. There's no lemon ginger tonic that can give me that same sharpness that the cold morning walk has done. So I'm obviously definitely doing this 5 days a week for school, but I'm also trying to take that into Saturday mornings when we go to gymnastics, just walking around for 5 to 10 minutes first thing in the morning. Maybe on a Sunday, I'm getting out to help remove snow from the driveway or the walkway. Anything I can do to get outside a little bit first thing in the morning when it's super cold out. The next thing that I'm doing to become that girl, and this is definitely one of those concepts I want to make a full video on, is really enjoying the little luxury moments in life. I've talked about this a little bit on Instagram because Lydia Elise Millen has made an entire video on little luxury moments, and I'm obsessed with this. I love this concept so much. I've talked about it here a lot, whether I call it ways to be peaceful or cozy, but when you think about little luxury moments throughout your day, it just changes something. It just changes the way that you view those teeny tiny things that you're already doing. So here's a great example. So whether I'm filling up that diffuser, I'm really embracing that moment instead of rushing through to hurry up and get the oils in and get the water in, get it plugged in and turn on. No. I'm taking my time. I'm enjoying myself. I'm really smelling the fragrance and the essential oils to get my day started. Or whether I'm, pouring in my lemon ginger tonic into some hot water, that to me, those teeny tiny moments are super important for me to kind of set my intention for the day and also just enjoy the everyday activities. And this could even kind of circle back to the first tip that I shared, that really brisk, cool walk to the morning bus stop. I could either dread that Or I could flip my perspective and be like, wow, I feel really sharp after this. I feel really clear after this. My lungs feel so refreshed and energized. So flipping that perspective and trying to find those little luxury moments throughout your day, throughout my day, I definitely think is a great way to become that girl. Is kind of leaning into the good stuff, doubling down on the good stuff in your life and making those be romanticized, right? Like you've probably heard of that trend on TikTok and definitely here on YouTube, but leaning into the good stuff and finding those luxury moments that you can focus on every day will definitely be helpful to you and definitely to me in becoming that girl. Okay, the next way I'm becoming that girl is I'm detoxing daily. And before you feel overwhelmed and you think, oh my gosh, this is definitely not a tip that I could apply to my life, I challenge you to sit with me for a second and hear my perspective. So if you know any of my content or if you followed me for a while, then you know my obsession with greens. I love greens. They are the easiest way for us to get in a ton of phytonutrients and minerals, but also to detox. I've said this over and over and over again, but when you add greens in, especially those that are cruciferous, it's a great way to boost up your fiber and of course, detox your body. So the easiest way to detox daily is to add greens into at least 2 meals every single day. So maybe you're gonna have greens at breakfast in one of your smoothie recipes. I will link some examples for you up here in the cards. Or it's to have a little bit of greens with a salad at lunch or some greens with your dinner. You can pick obviously whatever fits into your lifestyle, but for me, having greens twice a day is gonna be extremely helpful into me feeling my best and really energizing my body in the best way I possibly can. My next area of focus in becoming that girl is kind of a flip of a perspective on everything I just said, and that's to be in balance. So yes, I wanna get outside. Yes, I wanna enjoy those luxury moments. And of course, I wanna consume as many greens as possible, but I need to do it in a balanced way. I need to be balanced with work, with my home life, with food. I wanna have a balanced approach to everything, because when I'm out of balance, when I'm solely focused on only eating extremely clean foods, and when there's no room for indulgence to enjoy life with your family, with your friends, like that to me is when things can get really heavy and I just kind of feel this overall feeling of angst and I can't quite pinpoint it. So while of course I'm going to focus on the luxury moments and the fresh air and the greens, I'm also going to focus on feeling balanced and making sure that I'm kind of divvying up my time and my energy amongst all of the categories that are extremely important to me. The other thing that I'm doing that I've kind of gotten into this past fall, because I've joined a book club, is reading a book every single month. And I know this may not seem like a lot to all of you, but reading 12 books a year is a huge accomplishment for me because I'm a busy mom, I'm a nutritionist, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a content creator, I'm a friend, I'm a wife, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister. I wear a lot of hats like all of you do. And for me to fit in reading has been challenging, but also extremely exciting. I love to read. I love to consume content. I feel like it just keeps me fresh and on my toes. It provides me with a different perspective on life. And one thing I'm really focused on is reading fiction books. I can get into a major rut of reading self-help books or entrepreneur books or books that kind of, I feel like, enrich my life. And I really want to only consume that type of content. But I've been reading a lot of like Colleen Hoover books and I've been obsessed with reading fiction books again. I love it. It's so exciting to me. I actually find myself getting more excited to open that book or open my app on Audible if I am listening to it than I do when I'm reading these kind of more self-development books. So I'm challenging myself to do every other month. So I'll do like an enrichment book and then I'll read a fiction book, an enrichment book, and then a fiction book. So I want to continue on that path. I've been doing really good at this since September and I want to continue that as I continue my quest to become that girl. My last tip is kind of a bonus tip because I've been talking about it a lot over the last month and a half, and that's going to bed at the same time every single night, within reason, like within a half an hour window, right? Like I have to be realistic, but this is something I'm super focused on because I kind of got into some bad habits when we first moved into this house because we were unpacking, I was working late. there was just like a lot happening in life. And some nights I would go to bed at 9:15 because I was exhausted. Other nights I was going to bed at 11:30 because work was crazy, or we were unpacking or doing things for the house. And I found myself like on this wave of this inconsistent bedtime. And it definitely altered my wake time, and my mornings are so important to me. And in order to have those mornings that I just really cherish and love, I need to become really strict with my bedtime. So you guys have heard me talk about biooptimizers and their magnesium. I'm using this as a wonderful tool to help me stay consistent with those bedtimes, also for my brain function, my clarity, and overall relaxation. So when you get all 7 critical forms of magnesium, you can absolutely upgrade your sleep, your brain, that cognitive function, just the clarity, the extra layer of clarity I've gotten from taking this supplement has been unbelievable. So I am so excited because, of course, not only am I partnering with Biooptimizers on today's video, they have graciously offered a 10% discount for all of you in my community. So all you have to do is use the link in the description box down below. I will also have it in the pinned comment, and then you can use the code Jessica10 to save 10% on your entire order from Biooptimizers. And of course, I highly recommend that you try the magnesium breakthrough. But focusing on staying consistent with my bedtime is something that will definitely help catapult me into feeling like I'm becoming that girl in 2022. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, you can let me know by giving it a big thumbs up, and then let me know in the comment section down below, what are your areas of focus to become that girl or the best version of you? Because I would love to hear that. And now the subscribe button is right over here on the screen. Give that a click, that way you don't miss a single video. And I hope to see you back here next Thursday.